Ethan found Alina 3 weeks later. She didn't live in Providence anymore. She worked in a biotech transcription office in Massachusetts, a quiet building, fluorescent halls, paper ID badges, nothing out of place. When she opened the door, she didn't look surprised. She looked prepared. She invited Ethan in without asking who he was. Inside her apartment, there were no decorations, no photos, no plants, nothing personal, just shelves of medical binders, printed research papers, and old hospital forms. Ethan placed a recorder on her table. Alina looked at it and said, "I was waiting for you." Alina didn't speak like someone traumatized. She spoke like someone who had spent years rehearsing what to say, and even longer deciding who to say it to. She confirmed the parts. Investigators suspected the Harris brothers weren't kidnapped. For ransom, they were transferred. The program wasn't a cult, or a family abduction, or a lone psychopath in a basement. It was a behavioral compliance study, funded by a private foundation and shielded by medical institutions that classified the subjects as nonverbal and non-educable. On paper, they weren't children, they were cases. Alina was case 11-B. Noah was case for 7A, said the missing children databases never flagged them because the program didn't report them as missing, they reported them as relocated. The state didn't cross-check relocation data with missing persons reports. Nobody ever thought. 2. Ethan asked the question that mattered most. Why underground? Alina corrected him. Not underground, controlled. Underground was just one method. She opened a binder and showed Ethan a scan of an old document. Sensory deprivation as a compliance tool, phase 2 results. 1994. Below it were signatures. Doctors. Foundation representatives, hospital staff, and near the bottom, in smaller handwriting, M. Briggs Guardian Operator. Lena tapped the signature with her finger. She wasn't the villain. She was the mechanism. According to Alina, different children were placed into different environmental models: isolation, silence, deprivation, routine. Restraint compliance was measured by how quiet the subject became over time. Some children learned to comply, some didn't. Those who didn't were transferred again. Nobody asked. Where? Ethan finally asked the question he had been avoiding. What happened to Noah? Alina closed the binder. Her voice flattened. He graduated. Ethan didn't understand. Alina clarified. Compliance isn't about survival. It's about usefulness. She slid a plain white card across the table. It wasn't a business card. It was an access badge, silver strip, BARCODE. No. Name. Just 3 letters printed in black. Arcida Remote Care Division, the same. Division listed on the discharge forms found in Providence. Alina said they didn't lose him. They placed him. Ethan asked. Placed him. Where? Alina didn't answer. Instead, she walked to the window, looked down at the office buildings across the street, and said quietly, "Do you know how many companies hire compliant adults?" When Ethan turned to leave, Alina added one more thing. Don't look for him. If he wants to be found, he'll send you another address.